All right, so for the contest, I'm going to enter a steak tacos recipe that most everybody around the house loves. So for the piece of meat, I have a piece of flank steak. This is the type of meat that you want for the steak tacos or carne asada, any kind of dish like that, because it has a lot of pores for the marinade to get down in. Makes it really tender. Then for the, so the first thing we'll do is make the marinade for it, which is orange juice, 2 full oranges, 2 full limes, and that yields about almost 3/4 of a cup of marinade. And then Jennifer wanted me to show you that I did freshly squeeze the oranges and limes, but for the sake of convenience in the video, I just pre-squeezed them. So for the spices for the marinade, we've got oregano, sauzon seasoning, which is this stuff right here. Should be able to find it in a lot of your Mexican aisles. It's got enough cumin in it, garlic, onion, salt, a few different other things, dehydrated vegetables. I think I mentioned oregano or oregano, depending on where you're from. Garlic powder, and that's it for the spices that goes into the marinade. So we'll mix that up. Probably the best way to do this without making a mess is to just scoot it from I'm going to do this while Jennifer's not in here, so she doesn't see me potentially making a horrible mess. Alright, so that worked out good. Now we can pour the juice in to the bag. Also going to add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Oop, this one's not open. Well, rather than struggling to open that, I'll be grabbing the bottle. Tablespoons of olive oil. Yes, I'm making a mess. I'll clean it up. Try to get that shake around. Flank steak in. Seal your bag. And wipe all the messy germs up that I just probably laid everywhere on the table. But anyways, so we'll let that marinate a day or two is even better. And then we'll throw. All right, so one of the really good toppings that we like to put on the steak tacos is a spicy Peruvian sauce called Verde sauce. And you basically start with a bunch of cilantro. It's basically a handful, a half of an onion, small onion, and about 5 or 6 garlic cloves. I don't like mine terribly spicy, but so I use about 3/4 of one side of a jalapeno. You can spice it up all you like. About 1/4 of a lime wedge, and a 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And also about a tablespoon of olive oil, just kind of helps mix it up in the Ninja blender. So we'll pour the olive oil in. Got the cheese in. Jalapeno. garlic, onions. Just kind of stuff the cilantro in around that. Squeeze your lime. That good. And now I about wore my Ninja out, so it may sound a little raggedy, but she gets the job. And I forgot that I have to do this, like it takes me about probably 10 minutes to push everything down, rearrange it. But if you got a hellacious blender, it'll take you a lot less time than it does me. But anyways, that's all the ingredients for the green sauce. And then we'll show you the other toppings that we put on there after we get the steak cooked. All right, the steak's been marinating for about 24 hours now. And I don't think I mentioned so far the actual contest we're in, but want to thank MB Heritage Farms, Mike and Bobby, for inviting us to the challenge. And we saw them briefly for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes after a 4-hour drive last weekend, but it was good to see their little setup there with the chickens they got. Wish them much success. Anyway, so we got the steak out. I'm gonna go ahead and spice it up. This is my favorite seasoning. I don't have too much of it, so we'll see how far it actually goes. But it's the Montreal steak seasoning. Season that up. One side. We got what Jennifer calls the fat salt. This, of course, kosher salt. That on there. I like to spray with some vegetable oil, just that helps it brown a little better. Flip the other side. And I'm going to wipe everything down whenever I'm done, get all the germs off. I just like to go freehand. And before I actually put it on the grill, I got some pecan chips, wood chips here, give it a little smoke flavor. Dump that in. And we'll just dump the steak right on. I like to press it down to kind of get those crosshatch marks. May or may not work out, but hopefully we get some nice crosshatch marks. And that's it for get the steak on the grill. We'll come back and probably takes about 15 minutes total to cook it. We'll get it off the grill and show you what toppings we like to put on there.
Y'all, he's out there checking it again. He's trying to watch football.
A few minutes left.
He's checking it.
I hope it gets done before the game, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
We're going to check the temperature on the steak now and see what we're up to. I like mine around 140, something like that. Which is right, we're at 142, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. That'll put it somewhere around medium. You don't want to get these too done. And then we'll let that rest for 10 minutes. But before we do that, I'll show you how I like to make my tacos. Just put them right straight on the grill on that hot fire. And let them brown for a little bit. I'll show you how those turn out whenever we cut the steak into strips. I'll show you how to cut that, and then we'll assemble our tacos. Alright, for the fall barbecue cook-off, our steak has been rested. It was supposed to be 10 minutes. It's been more like an hour due to football game and other distractions around the house, housekeeping, what have you. But anyways, so I actually pre-cut the steak, and I want to show you guys how to actually cut the steak up. You can see how the grains go on the steak. You want to cut against that grain to get it tender, which is what I did here on this part. So now I'm going to assemble the taco. And here's the taco that we grilled, put on the grill. It just gives it a better texture. I like it better that way. Here is the Verde sauce, AJI Verde sauce that we made yesterday. Basically, I'm just going to coat my taco in that. Around there. Put my meat in here. Oops. And cheese. And we just diced up some onions and cilantro. On top of that, I'm big on toppings, and I love corn on the taco too. So this is some Texas 2 corn salsa that we have locally here, and then we have some cherry pepper relish, and that is a beautiful steak taco. And I'm gonna take one bite and let y'all know if it's the slap your grandma kind of good. Oh yeah. I might have to slap my grandma. That's it.
It on loud. It's doing it now. Stop it.
Our steak's been resting. Okay. All right, our steak's been resting for about 10 minutes. Actually, it's not. It's been resting for 10 minutes. Did you stop it? Oh, I told you.
No.